you here. This is something I know you personally have worked on. You've been the permanent representative to the UN since 2014. This has been something you personally have put a lot of effort and hard work into. What does this moment mean for you and for Morocco?
Thank you very much, first of all, for inviting me on this very prestigious moment. The celebration of unity of Morocco is a royal decision following the adoption by the Security Council, a historical resolution recognizing the sovereignty of Morocco on or over its Sahara. It's this day of Unity Day. It's a culmination of throne, king, people, and sacred cause of the Sahara issue. It's also the culmination of 50 years of diplomatic effort, of patience, of work, and also of effort economically in the field and outside internationally. So it's a recognition of continuation, or I would say continuum, of our legitimacy since centuries. And it confirms again the principle and the act of allegiance of the population of the Sahara to the royal monarchy, the Alawite monarchy, and also the other monarchies before the Alawite monarchy. So it's celebration of joy. And what was impressive is that the population just went to the street immediately after the speech of His Majesty the King to express their joy, their satisfaction, and their happiness. And it was millions of people in the night at 10, from 10 in the evening till late after midnight. It was a real national celebration thanks to His Majesty the King, Mohammed VI, his vision for the return of Sahara and his patience with the world till we finally have this UN recognition of our sovereignty.
And I will say, I've been to Morocco. It's a beautiful country. It's amazing. I've been to Marrakesh and Tangiers and Asila. It's one of the most beautiful countries, and I think the history there is absolutely incredible. How important do you believe also, Mr. Ambassador, President Trump's role was? Because obviously we know the United States was a big supporter of this, as were a number of other countries too, but the United States certainly pushed very hard to support this initiative.
I think the history will remember that it's President Trump that was the first head of state of great nation to recognize the sovereignty of Morocco on his Sahara. He's the first one as leader to believe that there is peace. Others are believing that there is obstacles, conflict, and confrontation. He's the first leader in the world to believe that there is a way to hope and unity, reconciliation in our region. Others are just looking back and still stuck on old stories, old realities. And he's the one who really pushed the Security Council from its comfort zone. Because in the Security Council, members were all the time adopting consensual resolutions that are keeping the status quo. Thanks to President Trump, the status quo is over. He wants peace. He wants to reconcile neighboring countries, Morocco. The main party is Morocco and Algeria. And he wants to give opportunity to the people who have been suffering during 50 years in the camps of refugees to go back to their villages, to meet again with their families.
That's extraordinary when you think about that.
It's thanks to him. But I would like to say something else. It's a symbolic repetition of the history, because Morocco was the first nation to recognize the independence of the United States more than 2 centuries ago.
That's right. That's right. Such a rich history.
And now it's the United States first permanent member of the Security Council, big nation, Western countries, to recognize the sovereignty of Morocco over its Sahara. It opened the way for other countries to follow him. France, UK, for the autonomy, Germany, many other countries are recognizing now the autonomy as the only feasible solution to solve this regional dispute over the Sahara.
And that was, of course, what they said.
To His Excellency, the President. And just one word on that.
Absolutely.
You know, His Majesty the King was keen to mention the name of President Trump as the friend of himself, of His Majesty, and the friend of the people of Morocco, because it's thanks to him that this resolution was adopted.
How beautiful, and beautiful to talk about sort of the full circle history.
Yes.
We just have a few seconds left, Mr. Ambassador, but how do you plan, do you think, in the future? I know Unity Day was October 31st, when all this came about with the UN resolution. Next year, what are the plans? A big parade? Will there be fireworks? Do you think maybe President Trump might be there? What do you think?
We hope that President Trump can come to the Sahara, and we hope that next year we will celebrate reconciliation with our neighbors, because we need to rebuild the economic integration in our region. You know that the Maghreb is the lowest region in the world because of this conflict, because of this problem between Morocco and Algeria. And we hope that by next year, the dispute over the Sahara will be over, thanks to the wisdom, the vision of President Trump, and also to the vision, diplomatic vision of His Majesty the King, because he was patient. He had a policy of giving his hands to the neighbor countries, and also at the same time saying that focusing on the principle of no winner, no loser. But parallel to that, he was all the time, since the beginning, very firm on the defense and the abnegation of defending our territorial integrity and our sovereignty over our Sahara.
Well, bravo to this great accomplishment and the dedication, as you mentioned, for more than 5 decades. This moment has happened, Unity Day, and it is truly historic. It's such an honor to have you here, Mr. Ambassador. What an honor to meet you.
All the honor is for me. And I hope you will come to visit Sahara, because you told me you visited so many cities in Morocco.
Yes, I love Morocco.
You have to come to El Ayoun and Smara, and you will see all the economic booming
I
in
can't
this
wait
region.
to see it. Well, maybe on Unity Day, right?
Inshallah, I invite you.
Thank you
You
very much.
have an invitation for next year.
Well, it's a beautiful
Inshallah.
country. I hope everybody comes. It's such a beautiful place.
Inshallah.
Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations on an enormous move by you and His Majesty, and of course President Trump too as well. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Very much.
Thanks.
And everybody coming up, remembering America.